Hi, I'm Joni Hilton, your YouTube mom, and are you going on a car trip with kids? Are you crazy? It can be a lot of fun. Those are some of the best memories we all have as children of those car trips with our families. So I'm going to give you 8 wonderful ways to entertain kids while you're on the road. The first one is we got to take care of the hunger monster, right? You got to have water, of course. That's a gimme. But pack up little snacks that are healthy. Nobody wants to be on a trip and get a stomach ache or have problems from just eating a bunch of greasy, sugary junk. So think of some healthy items. Pick up some granola bars, pack some chunks of cheese, some beef jerky, some fruit, and be sure to make your own. Sometimes you can make little packets of nuts and raisins, little trail mix of your own, and some crackers. You want to make sure nobody's starving and miserable because of that. You don't want to have to stop all the time and spend a fortune. So make up a few little snack packs before you leave. This is something that'll look familiar to a lot of us. We all play the alphabet game when we're in the car and car bingo. But here's my tip for you on this. Let the kids make up their own bingo board and write the items they want in there. Then you don't have them say, "Oh, Mom, why did you write windmill? There's no windmills." You know? So they wrote it. They're responsible. And it's a fun way to get kids to look for items as you travel along. Older kids who can write should be given a travel journal. They're not expensive. You could even just buy a simple little spiral notebook at the dollar store and have them jot down their impressions of the places they go. In years to come, believe me, they will look back at that and they'll go, "I can't believe I did that. I forgot we even went to the river. I forgot we even had that boat experience," or whatever. And plus, it's a fun way to have them journal and remember and think about what they're doing. This I put on here to remind you, no labels. This is a "hi, my name is" kind of label. When we have things for our children that are personalized, that have their name on it, their jacket or a shirt, do not travel with those, because predators will look at that and they'll see Jeremy written on the back of the t-shirt, or even something with a team name, and they can call to your child and lure them away. Don't put your children's names on their clothing or purses or backpacks when you're traveling. This is something you're going to go, "What?" But believe me, this is going to pay off in dividends all their lives. Take along a book of poetry and encourage them to read and make it age appropriate. You're not going to have a 4-year-old memorizing, some elaborate Shakespearean sonnet. But you can help them memorize poems. In fact, the whole family can do it. You give the book to the 8-year-old, let's say, and they have a short 5 or 6 line poem they want to teach the family, and they prompt you, and everybody gets a try at doing it without missing a word and memorizing, and you will be astounded at what this will do for kids' grades and for their self-esteem, because you know what? When you memorize a poem, it's yours. No one can ever take that from you. It's in your heart and in your head, and you will carry it with you all your life. And the younger you are, the easier it is to do. So it's a fun thing to do. And speaking of talking and looking at papers while you're traveling, one of the funnest things we ever did was to hand our kids a road map. It wasn't even to where we were going, but just opening a road map and reading crazy city names and funny little words on there, it entertained them for hours. "What? There's a place called the Devil's Burp? What?" And they laugh and howl over these names. It's really entertaining. But you can also use a road map to help teach them miles and distances and mapping skills. Now, don't ever travel without a big pack of baby wipes in your glove box. This is good anytime, not just when you're traveling, but sticky fingers and spills are inevitable, so be prepared. Same with first aid, sunscreen, and bug spray. Just bring it. You may think, "Oh, we're going to the city, there won't be bugs," or "We're going to be indoors, there won't be sun." No, bring these things. Better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them. And the last thing is a really fun thing. You give each child their own box. Now, this can be, what this is a plastic storage bin, but it contains stickers, crayons, puffs, pipe cleaners, pencils. Put in a little piece of aluminum foil, because they can sculpt with that and make fun shapes. And then they can use the lid to press on as they color or write. Another item that works just as well as this, that I highly recommend if you can find one, is a metal 9x13 cake pan with a sliding lid. And those are fun also. And kids, absolutely, this is a great way to keep it all contained because they can put the lid on, it can slide under a seat, it's all together, and your car stays sane. Those are just a few great ways to entertain kids when you're on a road trip. I'm Joni Hilton, your YouTube mom. Check out my website, jonihilton.com, and be sure to tell your friends to subscribe. Oh, and buy my books. See you next time.